Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and today I'm going to do a collab video with the faithful Fab 10, and this theme of the video is Mother's Day theme. So I figured I would do kind of a get ready with me. I have some new products I want to use and I just want to do like a soft purple look for Mother's Day. This is kind of my go-to soft purple look whenever I wear like purple colors. So that is what I'm going to do today. But I will link everyone's channel down below, so please check out all their channels. There's lots of lovely women in this group. And let's get into it. I'm going to start with primer. This is the Essence My Skin Perfector Tinted Primer, and mine is in the color 10 Light Beige. So I found this at CVS, and the reason I bought this is because EY Beauty Chanel, she's a part of the faithful Fab 10, she used this primer and it looked very intriguing to me to have a tinted primer. I don't own anything like it, so it does have a color tint, and what's nice about this range is there's different color tints. And this says it has a matte finish and it's supposed to do like a blur effect. It feels kind of moussey, like silicone, and it kind of dries into like a powdery finish. And it adds a slight tint. I wouldn't say it really gives you a lot of coverage, but if you're someone who doesn't want to wear like foundation or BB cream, it will smooth out your skin and add a little bit of blur. Oh, I think I have trigger finger. I don't know, this finger is swollen. I know I have ugly hands, but if you hear snapping, it is my finger snapping. I did buy a finger brace to hopefully correct the problem. I guess trigger finger is very common in women, and it's from like overuse and swelling of the tendons and stuff. So yeah, I'm dealing with that now. My boyfriend actually had trigger finger in his thumb a few years back and had to get surgery. So, and men can get it too from overuse, but I'm just hoping mine will heal on its own. He suffered with it for like a couple of years before it got so bad he needed surgery. Mine just started, so I'm just hoping if I wear the brace and it says ice it, ibuprofen, there's some exercises I could do, so hopefully that will correct it. If any of you have ever experienced trigger finger, definitely give me all the helpful advice down below, because I do not want to get surgery. I do want to use some color corrector. This was from a BoxyCharm. It's from Jekka Black. It is a liquid corrector, and it's like not my favorite corrector that I own, but I don't know, I've just been grabbing it for it recently because it's easy to use. I also really like my corrector from Believe Beauty. It's in a pot. Maybelline has a really good corrector. And I'm trying to think, I have a brightening one, another Maybelline brightening one. It just helps brighten a little, I think. I don't think it offers much coverage and correction, but it does add a little moisture under my eyes. And for my BB cream, I'm going to use a Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream in the shade 27 Light or Sand Beige. I just recently did a video on this. This stuff is awesome. It really makes my skin look flawless. I'm telling you, it has some coverage, not a crazy amount of coverage, but it just looks gorgeous on my skin. And I am going to use a brush. I'm going to use my Luxie like buffing brush. I get the most coverage with using a brush. Sometimes I'll go over it with the sponge. I might do that today just to smooth everything out, but this product just blends in beautifully. And especially when I want like a light layer, I don't want too much coverage. And I've been using the ColourPop Gradual Tanner face and body, and I've been loving it. I use it daily to maintain the tan, but it is a gradual tanner. So I did just order the Bondi Sand 1 Hour Express because when I looked at reviews and people using it, it looks really olive tone. And so I ordered that. That should be here soon. So I'm going to try that soon. And I did order a mitt with that as well. I've always been scared of like tanners like that because I feel like it could get patchy real fast. And with gradual tanners, I feel like it's a little safer because it's something you have to build up over time. But we'll see how that Bondi Sands works out. Okay, now for concealer, I'm going to use my Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer in the shade 20B Light. This one has more of a pink undertone, and it does give a really nice brightening effect, and I think it just looks beautiful under the eyes. Not a lot of people talk about this on YouTube, but I did see a few videos. Makeup Just for Fun did a video on it, and she absolutely loved it. And with good reason. It's really beautiful on the skin. It offers coverage, but it doesn't look like you're wearing any product. It's just gorgeous. Take my sponge and buff it in. I don't know, today it's like 40 something outside right now, but I just couldn't seem to warm up. I've been cold all day. Like, I was ready to turn the heat up in my house, but it says it's 67 in here. So I don't know. So I'm wearing sweats today. I have my sweatshirt on, sweatpants on. We'll see. I don't know if it's supposed to warm up. Well, it said it like in the 50s. It'll warm up today, but we'll see. And I think I just want to add a little more concealer, a little more coverage under my eyes. And I like using a lighter color with having like this tan because I feel like it really brightens. I like the contrast of it. Okay, so now before I set anything, I want to go in with a new product. I did show this in my last video as well because I went to Sephora and I picked up a couple things. Let me find it. I got the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade Light. I just really wanted to get a cream bronzer. I don't know, like a potted cream bronzer. I do have a couple cream bronzer sticks, but I wanted to try this and I didn't want to get anything too warm or too cool. This is like the perfect in between, and it like dries down kind of into a powdery finish, and some of the cream bronzers that I was swatching kind of sheared out a lot and I didn't like that. And it's really creamy, really beautiful. I kind of just use my finger and map out where I want to put it. I don't do a lot of nose contour. I'm just not good at it with the shape of my nose, but I'll just put a little there. And, you know, you can build it up a little. You really want that bronze, you know, goddess look. And what's nice about this product, it does have this plastic piece to really seal it so it doesn't dry out. I'm not a huge fan of the twist on top, but that will do. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush and just blend it in. It just blends in seamlessly. And it did shear out a little, so you can build it up. But I think I'm going to go over with a little powder bronzer, so I don't mind too much. It just blends like a dream. And they do have a shade lighter than this, and I believe there is 2 shades deeper, so there's 4 shades. And it is a high-end product, so it's a little more expensive. But I feel like it's going to last you a long time, and I don't know, I do enjoy it. It doesn't leave that greasy feel on my skin like a lot of products like this do. I just like it. Okay, I just bought this powder at CVS. It is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder, and this has hyaluronic acid, vitamin C complex in it. And I've seen a lot of people talking about the other CoverGirl products, like the pressed, or it's like in a pink packaging, how wonderful it is. But I've seen this, and you know, the wrinkle, the blurring sounded really intriguing. It was expensive at CVS. It was almost like $18. So that's like verging on Sephora prices. but I have used it a couple times and I did enjoy it. This one I believe is in the shade Classic Ivory, but I'm just gonna pat some under my eyes, and a lot of product picks up. I feel like you could almost use this as a powder foundation as well. But I'm just gonna lightly set under my eyes for now. Or, yeah, and then I'll set the rest of my face. I don't know why I said it for now. And I just want to make sure I set my cheeks where I'm going to put my blush, because this Burrito BB cream is pretty dewy. So, and the oils will seep through my skin throughout the day. So I just want to make sure it's really set. But I'll show you my skin. I don't know if you could tell, but it looks amazing. It has a glow to it, but it just looks flawless. And honestly, I put a very light layer of that BB cream on. I do want to go over with a little more bronzer. This is my Pretty Vulgar Mankini bronzer. I don't even know if Pretty Vulgar is around anymore. I got this in a BoxyCharm a while ago. I do like enjoy the tone of this powder. This is a little more deeper of a bronzer. Not too deep, but I do enjoy it. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush brush. I like it because it's a little smaller. I can kind of pinpoint where I want to put it, but this brush is fluffy enough where it doesn't go on too dense. It just really looks, I don't know, I think my skin looks really healthy. And for blush, also Pretty Vulgar. I've been loving this shade recently. I know it is a bold pink, but this type of shade is so pretty in the spring and summer. You do have to go in with a light hand, but I'm telling you, it'll look gorgeous. I'm going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. It's like a angled brush. I love these type of brushes for blushes. And I'm just going to pat in. Definitely take off some product. If you want, you can even pat on your hand to make sure that you don't have too much product, because this can get very clown-like very quick. But pat a little on, and it's just livens up your cheek. I might have patted too much off, but I could build it up. It's better to build. For Mother's Day look, you know, these soft colors, pink and purples, I think are really pretty for Mother's Day. I know Mother's Day is approaching very soon, so I don't know. I'm not even sure if I have to work. I feel like I'd probably have to work Mother's Day. I usually do. But it would be nice if we could, even if we don't go out to eat, maybe order something at home. That would be nice. After working, I'm usually so exhausted because I go to work so early. So I don't want to do much. But even sitting home and watching something on TV with my family would be nice. And for highlighter, I decided to pull out my purple highlighter. This is my Wet n Wild Lilac to Reality. This was a limited edition, but I feel like I said this a million times. Wet n Wild, I believe, does have a purple shade, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but I do enjoy it. It has like a silver in the middle, but Wet n Wild highlighters are beautiful, affordable, woo, and blinding. I just gotta be careful. I will have to probably go over with a sponge. Yes, definitely go over with the sponge. Ooh, that's it. They're not like glitter, you know, but it just has a beautiful sheen. Okay, my daughter and my boyfriend are now talking to each other, so if you hear them, I apologize, but I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I've been loving it. The sprayer is fine. It really, you know, makes my, it doesn't like make my skin feel sticky or anything like that. It just sets my skin, keeps my makeup lasting long. I think this is a great deal. I've used quite a bit of it, and it's affordable, and it's not like super tiny. I feel like drugstore setting sprays like the Milani Make It Last, everyone loves it, but it's like tiny. This isn't as, it's not huge, but it's not tiny. Okay, for my brows, this is like one of my favorite brow products. It's the ColourPop Dope Taupe brow color. I've used quite a bit of this. I love it. I think it's a perfect tone. And I hear a lot of people don't like pomades, or it makes it look too structured. But I kind of just dip in there, wipe off any excess, and I just go in lightly. And I don't start right here because I don't want it to get too bold there. I kind of start over here and just shape out my brows. And a lot of times I don't have to dip twice. One dip will make it for both brows. And I'll comb it through. All right, guys, now we're gonna go into the Lilac You A Lot palette by ColourPop. I love this palette. It's well used, well loved. You could see it's like my go-to soft purple look. You know, one of the monochromatic series, just beautiful. I did notice this shade right here. It's kind of lacking pigment though. It's kind of pressed really hard, but this one down here is my go-to shade. It's so soft, gorgeous. It picks up a lot of product. I love that color. And I'm just gonna do a simple look. I'm just gonna pick up this color that's pressed really hard and just set it, you know, all over my eyelids. I kind of feel like I have to dig into it. And it does show up a little bit, but not really. That's kind of the dud in the palette for me. And now we're gonna go into Zoned Out, my favorite shade. That lilac purple a lot picks up on the brush. And then I'm just gonna put it all over my lid and up into the crease. And, you know, kind of sweep it under a little bit. It just gives the softest look, really pretty. I find it wearable, like for a colorful look too, nothing too crazy. And we got both eyes done, and now I'm going to take a shimmer. Lots of really pretty shimmers in this palette, and I was thinking about going into Cloud. Just with my finger, really pretty, and just patting it on the eyelid. And I'm just gonna take my brush and just kind of blend it into the crease a little. For my lower lash line, I do want to add a little definition. So I'm going to go into this deeper purple called Filtered and take a flat liner brush. It's kind of dirty for my last look. And I'm just going to push a little under my lash line. And that's pretty much it for eyeshadow. Super easy, really pretty and soft. But I feel like black liner looks really pretty with this purple. And this is my Hank & Henry Slick With It. And what I've been seeing people doing is really thin lines and kind of only lining like this area. And we're going to try that today. It didn't work out like I wanted because this doesn't have a super fine brush, but I did get a really thin line. I just think it's such a pretty contrast. I like how this liner turned out. This one, I might have to fix a little. Well, once I put on liner, it will probably look, or mascara, it will look better, I'm sure. Now this mascara I've been using every day since I got it. It's from a BoxyCharm from the company Dragon Lash. I don't know much about the company, but I did just use it in my last, well, I didn't upload the video yet. That video will be going up today, but I talked about how much I love this. And like I said, it's a tubing mascara. It really stays in place, doesn't flake, doesn't smudge. It only comes off with like warm water, and you have to like gently rub your eyelashes and then it'll start flaking off, but it does not come off with like makeup remover, soap, anything. Only water and a little friction will get it off. So you do have to be careful that you don't take off your real lashes. But I think this will be a wonderful summer mascara, and it just builds, oh, it's just gorgeous. I love it. I've never tried the Thrive Beauty. I would love to, but that's a little more pricey. I believe this one retails for around $18, so it's not like super cheap. But, and this one's probably harder to access. but I can't compare it to Thrive because I've never tried Thrive. But one of these days I would love to. Like, it just really grips the lashes and I don't know, gives me everything I want, length and volume. Okay, I do want to run some Benefit Gimme Brow, and I believe this is in the shade 1. I do want to run a little of this through my brows just to set them in place. I forgot to do that earlier. This I also got in a BoxyCharm. I have very thick brows. I never, like when in the early 2000s, I was scared to wax or tweeze my eyebrows, so I never did. I had bangs to try to cover them. I always so insecure about my eyebrows because I had thick eyebrows. And now it is popular to have thick eyebrows. So yeah, I guess it paid off that I never tweezed them away. And then I do want to take my Benefit Brow Contour. There's a highlight shade, and I do want to go in my waterline. I never show that in camera because I hate like pulling down my eye, but it just helps brighten up your eyes, make your eyes look more white. And I want to take a little under my brow and my brow bone just to highlight a little without adding shimmer. This is a matte highlight. But yeah, just makes your eyes look bigger, more awake. It's a little trick. I did grab a different lipstick to use today, but for some reason I can't find it. But I'm going to go on my ColourPop BFF Lippy Stick. Awesome lip liner. Unfortunately, it's one you have to sharpen though. But I feel like it lasts longer than like a retractable. Oh, and I guess Beth bought the Burrito BB cream too from the Faithful Fab 10. I didn't see if she posted a video about it yet. I will have to check out her channel and see, but I'm really curious to see how she likes it on her skin. But this is my Wet n Wild Catsuit Petal Poison. It came with the Rebel Rose collection when Wet n Wild did it, but this is more like a shiny lipstick, more like a gloss, like a really pigmented gloss. And it has this really like purple, pretty pink purple tint. Like if you don't like matte lipsticks and you want something with pigment, these are really nice and affordable. I believe they call them like high shine. Let me see. Yeah, high shine lipstick. Kind of did like a lilac monochromatic look. I did not use a purple blush. I had to use this blush. I've been loving it. But yeah, I'm really happy how this look turned out. Really soft, pretty. I think it's really appropriate for Mother's Day. I don't know, what are you guys doing for Mother's Day? Let us all know down below. You might give us some ideas if, you know, we don't know what to do. Well, of course, our husbands or our children or our family, if you are a mother, should be celebrating with you. Or if you're celebrating your mother or your grandmother or aunt or anybody in your life, it's just a nice day to celebrate loved ones and know we appreciate them for all the hard work that they did through our lives, you know, raising us, taking care of us. It's just a nice special day for hardworking mothers. You know, whether you're a dog mom or, you know, your grandmother or aunt or whoever you are to a child in your life, you know, raising a child takes a village. So yes, happy Mother's Day to all you guys. And I just want to let you guys know I appreciate all of you for stopping and, you know, supporting my channel and watching me. I appreciate more than you'll ever know. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to like and subscribe and join my little family. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys, I will see you soon. Oh, and don't forget to check out the Faithful Fab 10. Yes. All right, bye, guys.